Okay, so in this lesson, we are strictly going to be working on finding and listing the multiples of a number, and then figuring out which set of multiples are going to work for our sum. And I know that's kind of confusing, but we'll walk through it. Right now, we're solely just working with numbers, not having any x variables. We're just going to work on this before we get into the next lesson or the next step of bringing in that variable and using it more for an expression. Okay, so right now, just number values. So let's figure out two numbers that multiply to 6 and add to 5. So when you see this, first what we're going to do is list the multiples of 6, right? So anything that multiplies together to get 6. So we have 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Now we also have negatives, right? So we have a -1 times a -6, or a -2 times a -3. Right, so now that's our list of multiples. So any of those will multiply to get 6. Now which set of these, so there's only one set, that will add to get 5. That is going to be this one right here, because then we put it together, 2 plus 3, we get 5, right? Again, it can kind of be tricky. I don't want you to think we're subtracting. It's always adding, right? So it can't be this because it's not going to be 6 minus 1, or again, with the negatives, that those create a bigger negative number. So this actually creates a -7, and this is a -5. So that's why this is our answer. 2 and 3 are two number values that will allow us to multiply to 6 and add to 5. Okay, now for the second one, same thing, just different numbers. We have multiply to 3 and add to 4. So now let's go ahead and list the multiples of 3. 1 times 3 and -1 times -3. Right, this one's simple. It only has 2 of them. So which one of these now adds to get a +4? It's going to be our 1 times 3, or 1 and 3, because when you add them, you get 4. So our two number values, or terms, you could say, that work are 1 and 3. Okay?